to 24 now, so that was only 2 people. So those that were in the reserves list look like being unlikely to get a spot, unfortunately.
I can't see the password in the community subs, so is this a special lobby or?
Yeah, it's
This
not talent here.
It's a special event Terminator, so it's being run using a system called justrace, where you had to register in advance to be able to join the server and get the password. By the sound of things, you haven't registered in advance. Would that be the case? Do you know if you've registered for the event in advance, Terminator?
No, I didn't do anything about this race.
Oh, I'm sorry to say that this event is full. It's a new thing that Metz is trying out. It's not replacing his weekly, his races during the week where the password's given out on the Discord and first come first served onto the server. But he wanted to try a new system where people register in advance to hopefully encourage even cleaner and more competitive racing. So this is the first of that style of event that he's running, and so to take part in tonight's race you had to register for the race in advance. A few posts were put up, but obviously they didn't manage to attract your attention by the sound of things. But yeah, that's what's going on tonight, I'm afraid, Terminator, and all the spots are taken, I'm afraid. It was a 26 slot server and all 26 slots are taken. Sorry about that.
If anyone leave the server, I can register now, or it's too late?
There's already a waiting list, I'm afraid. Currently the server has 25. In fact, it's literally just got its 26th racer. So everybody that reserved a slot has shown up so far. You won't be able to, unless somebody suddenly has some sort of personal emergency or whatever and has to leave the server and not come back, then it looks like you won't get on. And I think there was already a reserve list of 4 people who would obviously be ahead of you as well. I wouldn't want to keep you hanging around for no reason. I would say you are unlikely to get onto the server tonight, I'm afraid. Sorry about that.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you.
No worries. Hopefully see you on track on another one soon.
Alright guys, it's Rocco here, and
good luck for the race.
Good evening to all the guys who are watching, who are interested in sim racing, especially in AMS2. May you be a years-long follower, or you just came to AMS2 for its attention it got with the 1.5 update, and you're welcome to watch. This will be a full grid race on justrace of the Metz VR community. So it will be 44 laps on Spa, which is quite a long distance. We expect several tire changes. Refueling is not allowed. As for the official rules Formula 1 sets up.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
I think someone shared the password. We got someone in. I couldn't tell you who it is, but someone that
shouldn't be.
But someone who was definitely registered is not able to join the server because it's full.
I will try and work out who it is and remove the person who shouldn't be on there. I'll do my best. We need to add support for whitelisting, which means that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't be able to join if you weren't in the list, sort of thing. But yeah, we can't unfortunately stop people sharing the password if they want to be a bit naughty. I'll try and work out who that is, Metz, and remove them if I can work it out, sir.
Yeah, no problem, Jim. Just be aware, guys, that you are live on the stream. So yeah, but I would appreciate if you could find out, or not, do your best. I mean, I can't work it out, but just do your best.
I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll see if I can match up Discord names and things like that. Yeah, give me 5 minutes, and I'll let you know if I find anything. I'll just run it past you before I do anything to make sure whether you think it's likely to be that person or not, sort of thing.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Oh, I see. We need to remap some settings, which is now in the game. Which I used for the camera shortcut as well on OBS.
I do notice that I think maybe there's a slot now on the server, so if that person who's booked and wants to try and join again, I see 25, I think, on the server. It might be out-of-date information, but that's what I'm seeing right this second. Oh, no, sorry, ignore me. It's full again. I can see 26 together.
Looks like that combination is not set up. Must be a new shortcut I'm not knowing of. Oh dear. So my shortcut for the camera view is changing the fuel mapping to low. So better not choose that. Have to do some tests. That's new. That's new to me. See if you can go to pit. So welcome to my first stream in 1.5. Whenever I change the camera in the car, okay, it resets when I'm in the pit menu. So I leave it like that. Don't touch it. And we see some rain coming down. Pouring on the track, making it a bit spicy in the beginning, but it will dry up.
Evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
We're in slicks. I've not tested it in light rain. You might have to wait until you see it's pretty slippery on the slicks. So we have to find our pace at the end of the quali session.
You can hear me, Max. I'm going through the list now, sir.
Yeah, I think Khalid is going to try and register. I think there's only 25 in at the moment.
Okay, cool. If he gets on, then fantastic. Just give me a shout if you see him get on, and I'll stop research.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Especially this corner is quite slippery. I don't want to test the wet tires, as they are not planned for the race at all. You simply have to wait it out.
Damn, didn't see that I had.
He's not being able to get on.
Yeah, his name's Khalid, but I don't know if his name like matches up with his in-game name.
Derek Dana, somebody who registered for attended. I don't know if that is the same person or not. That's not the person who's on. It shouldn't be. It's somebody who isn't on that
Right,
could
so
be.
let's try. Wet just for the taste of it. Intermediates might be a thing as well.
Good evening.
I think I'm just going to sit in my pit box until the weather sorts its life out.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
Anybody tried intermediates? Are they good?
No, I went out and done a lap on soft before the tandem water got a bit much.
I'll try them now.
With it being a dry race, I'd see no benefit.
Yeah, me neither, but just to test them.
Yeah. Got now anyway, according to Jim.
Right, Khalid is in the server. He's Augustus V Ren, so I think we're all good.
Perfect. I was nearly at the end of the list anyway, so I'll finish off. Anyway, if somebody left. Somebody left.
Yeah, I think someone left or someone joined, realised he couldn't join, and then left, and then Khalid got in. But I appreciate your efforts, Jim. But it would still be good to know, you know, maybe. But the only one I can see is just one, AJ Log. I don't know who that is or who his real name is. But look, we've got everyone in that was registered, so as far as I know, so all good.
Driver I've got who seems to be on the server but not registered via S _6 in the game.
I could have sworn he was registered.
I'll just double check then. I'll just because I've got the register of Steam IDs and in-game Steam IDs. I'll just double check again.
Yeah, don't stress over it, mate. We've got most people. Well, I think we've got pretty much everyone in that was registered. All but maybe one that you said. Don't stress, mate. Don't stress.
Yep, no worries. Well, that S06 is certainly not in the registration list with that Steam ID. Maybe one legitimate reason why that is the case. But if you got everybody on, then we'll have we will add that whitelisting option, and then we won't have to have a password at all. You literally just join the firm. If you're not in the list, you won't be able to join. The only downside to whitelisting is if you don't register in advance, you can't join. So swapping people because of no shows, that would be impossible because they wouldn't be in the whitelist.
Yeah, I think I would prefer the whitelist for these kind of events anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
If they don't, if they don't show, they don't show. You just have a slightly smaller grid.
If you get 1 or 2 no shows, it's fine. It's only an issue. Half the grid not shows.
Yeah.
Right, they feel nice. I never tried them before because there was no need. We still got wets just in case, but intermediates do what they should do. They are right in between, give a bit more grip in light precipitation, and we're changing back to softs right now. Expecting track will be tried up soon. Let me know if you want to see more of the driver's table on the positions where everybody is. Because I got the one overlay you can see on the left, but there's another one there.
It seems fun to me, Jim, but I've not really done a lot of laps.
The in-game one, which is outside of your view. Just let me know if you want to see it. I can stretch out the window. Feeling better right now. Track coming back to grips. And it was off. Well, it was off anyway, so we start again. That happens.
Okay, register for the race. Did
looking
you
for
find
some 142s.
Person? The one didn't register but joined your server.
And track times in a race will be much slower, like 3 seconds slower.
I think it's all sorted. Still no free slots, I'm afraid.
finding space on the track tonight in quali is going to be half a game in itself, I think.
It is. Some are still wet, it looks like.
Have somebody with a really high ping
Yeah, who is it, Jim? I did say at the start of the stream that if there's anyone with a really high ping, they're likely to be removed, but to not take it personally.
Actually, I watched it for a few minutes to see if it was just a one-off and it stayed high. That's why I mentioned it. But I've literally just refreshed the page and it's gotten that down to sub 50. Treat that as a one-off or a slug or something like that. We can work from now. Keep an eye on it. Everybody's been really low level on one track.
Excellent, thanks, Jim.
We got fuel for one fast lap, so we have to try again and again till it fits. I hope we can do at least one good lap. Because you want to make use of the ERS, which is the electric power you have on your hands during a lap, as much as possible for one lap. So I'm saving up in the out lap and then try to maximize its use on the one quick lap. So a flat 132 was the wall of sound we had to crack in practice. I managed just 2 hours ago 141.8. So let's see if we can get anywhere near this. It's a 42.15. That's okay. That's okay. Let's try. If we can finally break it on the live server. So the crib is there. The remains of water is minimal. So H right on P2 at the moment. He was doing pretty fast laps as well. 42.0 I saw in his practice. Oh, there's dirt on the outside.
I've got to head off to put my daughter to bed, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Everything looks like it's really nice and smooth, so come and enjoy your stream later on, mate. Have a good race.
See you soon. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Jim.
We're lucky
guys,
to have
what
time.
do? Do you in quali? Do you get a lap in the first 10 minutes just to make sure you get somewhere on the grid, or do you wait like for the last 10 minutes when you know there's going to be 26 cars out there trying to qualify? Track space is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, everything is compressed at the moment. I was lucky to get in one lap. We're doing in practice the qualifying coming up, right?
Say again, mate.
This is practice still. Qualifying next.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes qualifying coming up.
Yeah.
Like I said, that starts off wet, but it's drying. So do you get a wet lap in to make sure you get a place on the grid, like reasonable place, or do you wait until it starts drying when there's going to be 26 cars out there? It's a gamble, isn't it? What you do?
Cheers, mate.
I'm pretty sure there's no auto advance on this one. So, should we take a 5-minute break before we go into quali? Or do you guys want to just move on?
I'm pitting now. I have to say cars are more joyful to drive compared to the last version. Bit more alive, like the new USA 23 cars. Yeah, if you're watching, leave some notes in the chat so I can see you there. I got a chat window on my left side so I can see what you're typing. Gonna be an interesting test race with a full grid. You don't see that often. Alright, so quali up next. We saved it.
Right, guys, do you want a couple of minute break, or do you want to go straight into quali?
Straight for me.
I'm good.
That's the same weather progress as in the practice, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's drying towards the end of the session, just like the real world, Rocco.
I think Michael Schumacher would love this. Spa in the rain. He always liked rain. He had that special feeling for it. Woohoo! That's awesome. Yeah, the same as in practice
fucking
before.
invalidated my lab.
What he said?
Now we play the waiting game.
As soon as I hit DRS, the rig came. Okay, cool. Yeah, so when we started like 10 minutes in last time. Well, the track is wet in different patches now. That's dynamic. Alright, rinse and repeat.
Oddly enough, the track's quite quick, even though it's wet.
Yeah, it's
it is
dry.
still it is pretty quick.
Holy cow. As close as this can get. It's still raining. Interesting. Terrible first corner, but still a bit faster, but didn't feel right. Traffic. Yeah, that's not the lap. We had it. The improvement was there until the traffic appeared, so I think we pit again and somebody asked about my stream. Man, it's damn hot in here. It's like 30 degrees. And we had the thunderstorm just an hour ago. It's... the air is moist, you know. Feels like 10 degrees warmer. Yeah, at least I'm wearing pants, you know. It's good to have in a racing car. Well, look at an atmosphere. That lighting. Wow. So we have one more fast lap. Hope we can take it, use it. So whatsoever. Somebody took out the DRS. This is a full left, only in quadding. Somewhat over the inside curb. Just took all the pace. Unlucky traffic.
Awesome lap, Mets.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, well done, Mets. And Rocco on pole. There was another guy right behind him, wasn't there? Very close for pole, I think.
Bruce
Right,
got
guys,
it.
I'm going to leave the chat for the race, guys. I'll chat to you after.
Good luck, Mets. Have fun.
Good luck, bro. No, I mean, Mets. Anyway. Finally, I joined, but now I realized I need a VPN to join the server. That's bad.
GSP2. Bruce got it here. Nice lap. I couldn't find my pace from practice. Was still very nice. It rained till the end, so you couldn't go full send. Dan just 6 100s behind. Hawkeye 4th. H White 5th. And Matt's grade 6 place at the moment. So it's gonna be an interesting start.
Thought you had pole, sir, but Bruce's snuck it off you.
So we could do a vote how many drivers will finish the race. So put your vote in the chat. Let's see if you get it in the end. My prediction is 10. I would be happy if there are way more. So Mats is taking his time. Alright, no problem. Bit of silence in preparation. Always good advice to have your drinking bottles next to you, opened up so you don't have to fiddle around.
Only 3 track cuts in the race session tonight, guys, so be careful out there. 44 laps and 3 cuts is a hard target to achieve, especially if you end up having to do some collision avoidance and pick up a track cut that way.
Yeah, let's see if we can form a single line into
nice orderly single line, yeah.
Rouge and turn 3. Marky Muckridge, thank you for the response, very nice. I was impressed how different the weather felt, even though it wasn't light rain, it was like dynamically different. And it rained till the end, but gained some grip early on.
think the weather was misconfigured. It wasn't set to sync to the session, so all you got was it was set to be real time, and what real time means that each weather slot lasts an hour. And obviously, the quali wasn't an hour long, if you see what I mean. So all you got was light rain. But obviously, with cars zooming around in light rain, it will still make a drying line. So that might be why it dried out a bit.
I hope it dried a bit when the race starts, as it will be mayhem.
It's the same for race session as well, guys. So the race session will be predominantly medium cloud and then finish in overcast, because each one will last an hour. So most of the race medium cloud, a little bit of overcast towards the end.
Yeah, Grandpa Bear, nice. Who's the boss? Yeah. You know, I'm not that minded. So I want to have a good race, and not to win is the one you hunt for. To have a good race, especially this one is a test race. So nothing to win here. But I will be glad if it will be a nice display of what AMS2 can do in multiplayer. If it stays stable, we see some nice overtakings. So I have to remember to switch back to my standard view. But I cannot do it in the car, as it reduces my fuel, what is it, fuel mapping. It's some new shortcut which is in the game, but I cannot change it. It's control and 1. So control 2 is raising it and control 1 is lowering it.
Rocco, are you on YouTube or Twitch?
I'm on YouTube at the moment.
Okay.
I just turned Paul's stream off. Is this a planned break?
Yes.
Happy days.
Yes.
I thought maybe the lobby was bugged. Oh, here we go.
No, I think he's holding off for people to go to the toilet and stuff like that. He's just going through the leaderboard. I'm sure he'll click continue any moment. There you go. We should be configuring your setup. Good luck in the race, guys. I shan't waffle at you anymore, but I am watching the streams. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Have a good one. Trying to stay alive. So that's my setup. Going 45 on the red. Didn't change too much on left and right. It's almost symmetrical. So usually doing a asymmetrical setup. But it felt okay, and there are a lot of left and right turns on this track, so it evens out in the end. Deep breath, so medium tires. Again, the strat. We didn't go for the strat, oh dear. Was a bit hasty. Okay, let's go. So my cam is on. You should see the overlay in just a second.
back right corner.
Leaving too much space.
You've got a car right. He's
always the pressure. Avoiding this contact.
Car left. Left. One left. Clear now. He's 2 lengths behind you.
Car somewhat heavy. We tried it in practice, so you have to do a very different driving style on a full tank and medium tires especially. And trying to preserve tires as long as possible.
One on the left. You're all clear. You've got 1-2 lengths back. Still there. Two lengths behind. Two lengths back.
I can't read the chat now, sorry mate. But I'll read it in the pit stop, I think. Still no DRS, that's a pity. we're on DRS, we can save some energy.
Got one on your left.
My bad.
Clear.
Sorry, man. All of road there on the inside. Shame on me. Not intended.
Car right. You're clear. He's 2 lengths back. 1 length behind.
No more DRS.
Half length behind.
Why I got an oil leak? Isn't that possible? Caused by damage, I think. It doesn't show any damage. Interesting. That's the engine gun. Yeah, it raced above 140. That's cool. That's the end of the race. In practice, same conditions, I did like 12 laps in a row, no prop. Yeah. Didn't see that coming. I had no damage, nothing which is displayed at least, and also didn't over-rev that heavy. It should have done at least 12 laps, so that's the distance I got in practice on the same setup. Maybe track got a bit harder, which is... Can we see the track temp right now? Usually I can see it. Where is it? Well, yeah. Let's jump over to Matt's stream. I'll look from his pace. I hope he's still in there. I think I touched him on the inside. T3. Not intended, but I hope he didn't take any damage. So let's retire back to pit so we are not hitting anybody out there. And have a look at his stream. Maybe the radiator need a bit more.
Revis just retired from the race.
So, the stream now running.
Thank you, Grandpa Bear.
The gap in front is now 2.4 seconds. There's a bit of wear on your left side tyres. Your right front tyre looks like it's wearing out.
Let's see. He doesn't have any damage.
Lap 7. These are supposed to go to lap 12. Such a terrible vibration in the wheel because of the flat spot.
That lap time was 1:48.62. Sector 2 is 1.8 off the pace. The gap in front is now 3.0. Tyre temperatures look good.
We're watching Dan Lewis now. Monitoring from the pit.
Oh, that's so hard. Grip's gone.
Okay, let's stop it posted.
So each right next to him or behind him.
Traffic on exit. The exit pits will be in P15. Just behind Francorchamps. Pit crew is ready.
Dan, one of my most or fastest opponents over the past years in certain championships we've done, and always a great guy helping out others with setups and showing a pace not from the earth.
There's traffic on the exit. Keep it tight.
It looks like P1 Bruce Law just nailed the heavy setup.
Right,
I'm curious.
We'll have to try and make these last a little bit longer.
I'm curious if he's on softs
Go for a 2-stopper.
and doing like a 2 or 3 stop strategy.
Right, just settle in for a couple of laps.
And H White 909 behind, really fast guy as well. Practice 42.0. Which was like a wall we could not break under the setups.
Wow. Just setting in for a few laps, just a couple of laps.
At this combo, weather and real car behavior. So if you're comparing two time trials, it's completely different. Yeah, you got a non-dynamic track, you got optimum track conditions, and tire wear is not there. You have no need to build up to a certain point. Which makes it possible to run a low 41 in time trial. So my best here under that condition was a 41.8, but only for one fast lap. So in a race it's what expected to be a 46, 45s. The guy's doing great. P4 doing 48. P6 G 48.4. And Matt's on the 55. Last lap he must have done some bloopers. Now Louis a 46.8. And Bruce in front nailed it.
Right, where are we? P7.
It might be he's on soft, so he's doing one stop more, or taking those soft tires to the end. It's what we've learned from the recent development block. Once the tires are empty in the icon on the lower right, if you got the HUD open, if that's on 0, that's halfway down the fret, so there's still half the tire left. I didn't know that before.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. Hope you're being entertained. If you are, please smash up that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you like this kind of content and you like AMS2, please consider subscribing to the channel. Oh, terrible. Stop talking, Paul. Just wait.
So what is Paul doing? Let's have a look. Going down at a huge drift here. Lost it in the last corner. He might now out of DRS. So H White now in second, Lewis third. And we got the first pit stop here after how many laps? Why not shown here? Lap 12.
Whoa!
So we might see soft tire stops after 1/3 of the race. Sorry, I was just drinking some Mio Mato, some gas in it. Unfortunately, we cannot see which tires are on just by looking at the outside. It is a known problem, the devs know about it, so no need to report. Okay, back to Lewis. He's going to pit as well. Interesting. So he told me he's on mediums. So will we see 3 or 4 stops on mediums?
Get back focused.
Let's have a look at Matt's here, what he's doing.
Drifter is really new in. The gap's now 1.3 seconds.
At least if we build, we can. We'll have a bit to defend.
That lap was at 149.00.
Out of DRS, it seems.
Is that a DRS?
So let's switch back to Lewis. We had a pretty early stop on mediums. If he took mediums, maybe he took softs in the beginning to get some spacing. And Bruce still doing mid 46s here. We didn't pit at all. Have to turn down Matt's just a bit here in the background. Oh, that's crazy loud, isn't it? You're watching from outside and jump to the cockpit view, it's crazy loud. And now in the audio settings there are some dials you can tune to make other cars sound louder or not as loud. But this one will change your own car's outside view loudness, volume. The Bruce Lawson, the 46 is here. Lewis as well, catching up on White. So Lewis 1 stop already. White and Law still out. Nothing changed. Oh, we saw there. Half of a drift in the car behind there. Not sure who it is. Because if you monitor, you cannot see who's leading or trailing and in front. Like it's a different view from what you can see if you're in the race yourself. Another interesting thing I can see on my overlay, say differently, Bruce Law's car is feeding my SimHub overlays with data, so I can see his exact delta. Not sure about the oil temp because it's stable on 110. Now Bruce dropped into a high 47. White 46.8. The 24 seconds difference, which should be one stop around that. To expect a quick pit stop below 30 seconds. Having Mats now, being followed by Fortune.
Seconds, 1.7. Where's out of DRS? Super KG, I just wanted to make sure I was out of DRS.
Yeah, first corner for me was a bit rough. You get that feeling of all the guys behind pushing. So I took the white line, I took it too wide, run into the sand, and that sand might have caused some temperature issues. So that's my guess how it happened. If there's any pickup into the inlets, it should raise your temperature over time, which it did. So I'm tapping out into the browser. Let's see if it's still running. It is. Nice. And cheers to Dave for the follow, for the subscription. Switching back to the game, just does a bit of lag, no problem. So we're still watching Mats here, getting a bit of distance in front of Fortune. Very nice, 4th place for him. Really curious about what the distance will be if White and Law are going to pit. Again, Lewis had his first pit stop already after 12 laps. We are now in lap 18. So we expect the other guys pitting again in about 5 laps. Maybe earlier. Like 10 to 11, 4 laps, 22. And Bruce to the pit right now. Oh, we see White passing him right now. So the new leader White, still no pit stop for him. Bruce out of pit right now, in front of Lewis, which is in front of Lassus. There's quite some distance, look at that. Bruce Law, Hammer straight, and Lewis into Rouge. That's a bit of distance. So my guess is Bruce tried to make it to half the race with one tire set. Then realized it's not enough. Because we have to remember we're doing a 44 lap race on Spa with close to 2 minutes per lap. That's a long way to go. We could see White coming in right now. I'm not sure about. No, he stays out. But he's struggling keeping the pace. 47.4, still fine. Lewis 46.6. And Bruce after his pit stop at 58. You can see Drifter after pit stop, I assume, also 58. Just as a reference, which is a 12-second difference. We have to check for White if it's the same, if we're seeing a 12-second difference after you went to pit. So this might be a lead of 4 seconds for Bruce after White pits. So Matt's still pretty lonely here. He lost connection to his follower Fortune, who is in the pit right now on the exit. I'm so glad we have the short pit stop, or the pit straight is not the double one where you take ages to come out of. So back to Lewis. You see those sparks coming up. Especially on high speed, the car gets compressed by its aero package. So the chassis is coming down. Let's have a look at White in front. How his car is doing. He's pretty consistent in low to mid 47s, which is 1 second slower per lap. So he's still on old tires. I think it's too loud going to the cockpit, so we stay outside. The White now coming into traffic, maybe a good spot to pit. Oh, he saw him in the last second. Oh, he still stays out. Let's see what his time is. 48. Yeah, he lost some time in the traffic, of course. And Bruce is right behind him now. At least he got him inside. He's now... yeah, you can see him. And he's doing at least 1 to 1.5 seconds per lap faster. As well as Lewis behind on P3. He stays clear of the curb on the inside. Which is new, because before you could abuse curbs like that to gain a bit of extra grip. Which is no longer the case, so curbs are in general more slippery now. More so in the wet, where the difference was even more obvious. So before and in the wet, some curbs still had enough grip to be more grippy than the track itself. So I never felt right. They changed it and it feels more natural now. You really need to test when to hit which curb. They're different. Especially in turn 3, I found you need to stay away from the curb, but you can go to the dark grey patch on the inside. So let's have a look at White. White now in the pit. To Law. Past him at last doors. Quick stop for White. Where's Lewis? 7 seconds behind. Lewis last turn. White out of pit, so Lewis might get P2. There he is, right behind White. It should get Lewis the DRS after they cross the start and finish line again. So we got our battle back. Let's see if he can do anything. I think he stays behind here. That's what he does, yeah. So White in pit, lap 22, so he's going for the 1 stop. Not sure about Bruce, who pitted lap 18, if I remember. Might be a 2-stop strategy with softs in the end. We have to ask him afterwards. Lewis there on the limit on the exit. So Lewis should be in DRS range right now. Let's have a look at his wing after they enter DRS zone on top of the hill. It's still a bit far. No good exit there. Doesn't look like. Caution, loud. Yeah, 325, which is out of DRS. Makes a huge difference to have the wing folded. It looks like White can get away. I'll lose. Too hot in. That's where you have to invest into sticking to the right and have a better entry and exit on the left-hander. A lot of corners are connected. Well, that's the magic of Spa, isn't it? Different lines to take and lose. I think, oh damn, he hit it inside. He's on the wrong line. There it is. Might have some damage. Was it a penalty? It looked like a penalty. I didn't see one in the tower, so really not sure. No tires taken. So lap 25. Strange pit stop by Lewis. Not taking any tires. And now he's on its own again. With 2 stops, White has 1 and Bruce as well. He pitted right mid-race at 22. Have a look at Mats. Great result for him. He was asking for help about setup and techniques. We trained past 2 days for this event. Had some long practice session. And from what he told us, he improved by 2 seconds per lap. Gain more confidence in the car. And gain some experience doing that combo especially. Which is great fun to drive, I have to admit. I never got into Formula 1 racing. It felt okay, but Formula USA was my thing in the past, especially after the update. Formula USA 23, my go-to Formula 1 car of the modern age. But now going in these cars, they improved a lot. And aside from my engine blow up, which might have caused by the scent, I enjoyed driving that car. It has that agility you would expect from that car. It has loads of grip, but you have to, how should I say that? You as a driver, you're making the difference in if the car grips or not. You cannot expect this car to grip up in its optimum phase or use or utilize its optimum grip if you are not asking for. You know what I mean? You literally have to learn how to drive this car. It's very different from GT cars and classic Formula cars, of course.
Thank you, Specs.
And it takes a few days at least to get on grips to drive that one fast. And we see some guys now in the 46s and XY. The field is now spread out nicely, so no more clunked cars. Everybody has a free path. I'm a bit angry about myself, how it went. So I could still be driving and have a good race, but engine blew after a few laps. But it shouldn't. It did not in practice. So by watching the replay, or if you're in the stream, you can switch right back. You're in that corner right after takeoff. I took the white line to give as much as room to the inside, not getting shot, and ran myself into the sand pit. Taking some sand to the inlets might have caused the engine heat. Which finally destroyed the engine after a few laps. Let's have a look at Bruce. Mid 46 for white as well. And the new fastest lap there for Lewis, 46.0. Not sure if it's valid. Can't see it here, but it's showing up in my overlay. So Lewis in attack mode, doing a great time as well as white, who ran really wide down T1, managed to keep it. As well Bruce here, 45.7. The car becomes lighter, there's no refueling allowed. So the car should be down by like 70 kilograms for fuel at that point, even more. Must be about 70 at that point. Which makes a huge difference. It's like you're throwing your co-driver out, saving 70 kilo. Interesting thing is that Bruce never appeared on the practice server. So he must have done it on its own. And came in by a surprise, leading the race by 15 seconds at the moment. $45.7 for Lewis.
Just setting it up for when I do pit.
I like how this sounds a model on acceleration. Before it was like a simple racing sound. Now you got the feel of a real engine boosting your way. Let's have a look at Fortune here behind NXY. So Fortune on DRS should have been. Let's see. You can see. No. From the speed, it looked like he activated it. Bit unstable there on the approach. See if we can stick to him. Pretty wide, oh dear. You're running too wide on that entry. It takes out your back. A bit steep approach. Did anything changes in front? Not yet. What is Matt's doing here? 49.6. Because on his stream he's talking all the time. Let's have a look on his stream. And he's in the balance mode using ERS on balance mode. It's a good thing to do because you don't have to look after it. It's like a semi-automatic mode. Let's switch back to the game. And check on with the leader, Bruce Law, in front now by 16 seconds in front of White, and he had 1 pit stop as well as White, and Lewis had 2. Where the second one didn't look like a pit stop, more like a penalty. Or some quick repair, I'm not sure. So guys, lap 33, 3/4 of the race are done. Traffic coming up. On a good spot, you can get past in front of the last corner. Let's see. You should make room. Yeah, very nice. That's great racing, guys. That's what we want to see. 45.9 for Bruce. NXY 45.4. So that's exactly what I predicted for the race pace. Doing some practice on the loaded car and draining tires. Dropping into 45s in the second half, which is quite accurate. And Matt's into pit, his second one. Quick pit, tires. And the new physics really penalize overdriving the car too much. Because now if you have a blocked wheel on the braking, it will deteriorate rather quickly. You can watch your HUD. You can see how it will be shredded. Oh, stay on the track. And that was never the case before. Might have gained some heat in the tire, maybe some flat spot, but now it's more severe. If you have a really long blocked wheel on the braking, it can destroy half of your tire in 1 second. If you stay on the brake, and that's a good thing to know, also to make use of. So clean driving even more we say that you gain a lot more of driving consistent and clean and not locking up over time than before. It makes a real difference now. That's the point. We have 2 cars behind him, still a lot of distance. And unfortunately no battle. 4P3, 2 and 1. They're evenly separated, still 16 seconds on P2. And about 32 behind Dan Lewis, who has 1 stop more than the guys in front. Let's have a look at Nix. NXY, whatever his name is. There are no 45s at the moment. Rather high 46s. Interesting. So we're slowing down at the moment. And it's 8 laps to go. We're now watching P2O contact there with the lapped guy in the Ferrari. He hit his rear left wheel. No spin but a contact. I hope there's not much damage for H. White. So Lewis still alone. What about Bruce? Coming up. There's definitely 2 cars in front. See if you can get past on the straight. No distance too much. He's stuck behind, nowhere near. Almost no possibility to overtake, so he got the position now. Fair move going there off the line. And Lewis in the pit now again. Well, yeah, this looks more like a pit stop. Interesting. And he's still standing. What's going on with Dan Lewis? Stuck in pit for way too long. Oh dear. Oh dear. Some massive repair, maybe. Oh, wait, it doesn't look good. Very bad pit stop for my teammate. Only 4 laps to go. And he's stuck in pit. Must be some repairs. Holy cow. So Matt's now on P3 for the first time. Great result. I hope you can make it to the finish like that. NXY doing faster lap times. He's about 6 seconds behind him. If he's doing 1 second per lap, he might close the gap almost, at least to get DRS on the last lap. And Lewis back on track, P8. He spent 1.5, 2 minutes in the pit. Oh yeah. The Czech Bruce in front. There's no traffic ahead, so a good spot here for Bruce to drive the last few laps. 5 to go. White lost a bit in P2. He's now 18 seconds behind Bruce. And there's no need to push anything hard. He got the distance to P3. And there's no chance to close the gap to Bruce in front, because he's doing consistent 45s again. So White should bring it home in P2 and Bruce on P1 for the last laps. Mets in P3. No battle going on. NXY. I like the dark livery. It's cool. Underslowed turn 1 just a bit. Let's have a look at the names we haven't featured so far. The Blind Drifter. On P5 here. 49.8 last lap. Chief in 6th. 46.6. Fortune 46.4. And Lewis, after his endless pit stop, now on a 44.5, so that must be the quickest lap so far. Maybe change to soft tires, I think so. Not many laps took the opportunity. That's so weird, it took so long. Back to Bruce Lau in front, finishing his 40th lap. On a 46.0. Let me check my chat, I can't see it at the moment. Here we go. We're just writing about issues with engine temps. Like my engine died after 5 or 6 laps. Other guys' engines did the same. Some say it is a very strong effect by following other cars now with the update. My thinking was I took in sand into the inlets. Might be a mixture of both. And yeah, testing was mostly done by doing single laps without traffic. We have to investigate that, and if that's the case, I'm switching back. We have to give way more headroom on the engine to keep it cool. That's another thing that is more important now to watch and to test in 1.5. Testing engine temps in traffic. Maybe if you also took some dirt or sand. Do we need more data about this as a user? I'm not a dev. Yeah, I'm learning together with you guys how to drive the new model. 2 more, that's lap 43. The finish line and 1 more, I think. (46.4), 46.1 for White, and Matt's 46.0. He really improved. And he still has NXY behind him. And he got Matt's inside. At least on the straight it should be. Like 5 seconds. Yeah, there in front he is. The red car is Matt's, and I think everybody will bring the last lap to a finish. Chief and Fortune there. Crippler also. And Hertz, Lewis on P8. He was fighting for P2 and P3 the whole race. So let's get on with the leader, Bruce Law, on his last lap. Fortune of 45.5. So Bruce are on the last corner. Onto the straight. And that's the finish. Bruce P1. I see no penalties whatsoever. White crossing the line right now. P2. Matt still far behind, currently at P3.
And as long as we keep it the right way up, we're probably going to have our best result ever Sunday.
Oh, really wide here. Looked like a ping issue. Hope he's not talking himself into the sand pit. Bring it home, buddy. Don't get a warning or drive through. Which drive-through is not possible in the last lap, so you will get then a time penalty in the end.
You can only do what you can do. I always felt like I've got the consistency rather than the outright pace. It's a really good race. For me personally.
Last lap times. 2 guys in front, 44.8, 44.5. So Mats and P3 finished the race. Congrats. And XY, what happened here? No. Out of fuel? NXY out of fuel.
I'm absolutely knackered.
In front of the last 2 corners.
Just had to make it go a little bit longer because.
Oh dear.
Thank you, Tobias. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ben. I'm chuffed with that. Absolutely chuffed. Too much tyre left, yeah. Maybe could have come in.
What's going on? You finished already?
Yeah, I reckon only a couple of because you got lapped specs. Oh.
I hope they finished. I'm not sure. Looked like they ran out of fuel, but the engine's still running.
No. I think you're okay though because of.
Let's see the final table. Yeah, look at that. NXY did not finish.
What a good race.
On the last lap.
I'm definitely saving that. Oh yes, I'm saving that. I'm saving.
Yeah, let's make that replay.
Oh, let's just jump into Discord, see if the guys are still.
Hello, guys.
Hey. NXY out of fuel, last lap. Oh my god.
Who ran out of fuel?
NXY on P4.
Oh, he's got DNF. Dan, what happened to you, mate?
Oh, he's got DNF.
Yeah, my engine blew. I took in some sand and got stuck in traffic after that, and that effect looks like a bit too strong. So I never tested heating the engine in traffic. So it blew just after 5-6 laps.
Yeah, it wasn't anything to do with our little coming together, Rocco, was it?
Sorry?
It wasn't to do with our little coming together while your engine blew.
I didn't expect that, because in practice it never happened. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, very strange.
You have to give a bit more headroom, and other guys' engines blew as well. I read after 5 laps.
Yeah, very strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look in the chat, in the racing chat here on Mets. After 5 laps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look in the chat, in the racing chat here on Mets.
Oh. Simon, yeah, I don't know how to copy it. And if you tell me how to copy it, I'll
left side.
I'll copy it, give it to you so you can put it in your replay folder. You let me know how to do that, and I'll do that. Right, guys, let me just come out of here. Let me just double check that I've saved the replay. I'll save it again. Oh, P3, guys, podium for Mets Verstappen.
Congrats, Mats. Well done.
I'm absolutely.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Podium. I can put that on my CV. I beat Dan. I beat Rocco.
Congrats, Mats. Well done.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. I just want to know what happened to Dan. Is Dan still in the Discord? Let's have a look. Is Dan still in the Discord?
He had a very long pit stop. Also too much. Too many.
You can damage the radiators with contact.
I'd always planned a 2-stopper, but I had to pit early because my tyres in the first stint were just shot. I've locked up a few times.
I'd always planned a two-stopper, but I had to pit early because my tyres in the first stint were just shot. I've locked up a few times. Right, let's come out of that. Let's come out of that. Let's go into that. Well, guys, I've got to say that was definitely my best result in a live lobby Sunday, up against look, I'm aware that Rocco had to retire, Dan had problems, and I was always racing. I'm always in that sort of Aston Martin versus McLaren, like, bit of the grid. Do you know what I mean? You know, you got your Dans, your Bruces, your Roccos, your Harrys. They're the Red Bull and Ferrari, and probably, like, you know, I'm in the McLaren, Aston Martin, Mercedes bit of the grid. But for me to get a podium in that field, I'm absolutely over the moon with, guys. I really am. I can't express how happy I am. I can't express how happy I am that the race seemed to go without incident as far as the server's concerned, and the Just Race. And I think it's an absolute overwhelming positive for Just Race, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below once this stream turns into a video. Let me know in the comments what you think. I want to say massive thank you for all the likes. 67 likes on a Sunday night. Still 40 viewers. What do you think, guys? How did your races go? And I'm just sort of reading Discord and chatting to you guys as well, but I'm literally absolutely over the moon with the P3. Really am. And that last stint, like Super KG said, I probably could have come in maybe 2 or 3 laps earlier. I felt like I needed to extend that little stint because of how early I came in on the first in the first stint, because I locked up a few times. But no, it's absolutely brilliant. I don't know what to do myself now. I'm buzzing. I'm on a bit of a high. But come on, guys, what did you think? What did you think? Everybody had a good race? Bruce, congratulations on the win. Very nice, mate. Very nice. How did you go with tyres, Bruce? What was your strategy? I started soft, went to mediums, and went softs again at the end. But I did. I locked up and flat spotted my first set of tyres, and I had to come in probably about 3 or 4 laps earlier than I intended to, change to mediums, and then had to make them go on a little bit further. But really enjoyed it. Great race. I'm glad everyone's had a good time. Like I say, as far as the Just Race, like the server, as far as that was concerned, that's the best dedicated server I think I've ever been on. It was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It did, Jim. It ran incredibly smooth. I'm so pleased, mate. I really am. It's really strange, but like, the car for me felt quicker. I definitely had better race pace than I did quali pace. I think my fastest lap was only about half a second slower than Bruce's fastest race lap. So I'll take that. I will take that. But yeah, what can I say? I'm over the moon. It's been a really good turnout from you guys, and a really good viewership as well for a Sunday. So look, next Sunday's live lobby, 2-stopper for me, Hawkeye Bob. 2-stopper. You probably did have a chance at a podium there, Nixie. But my strategy was spot on. Like that, I'd done exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, that's a shame, Khalid. Listen, next Sunday's live lobby Sunday. It's going to be obviously it's not going to be F1 because we're in a bit of a break now. it's likely to be something along the lines of P1s, DPIs, GTEs, something like that. I don't know yet whether it would be multi-class or just it would be like one car. But it will be like what we usually do with them sort of cars. We will simulate a 24-hour day-night cycle. We'll decide on the weather. You know, we'll decide on the track, and we'll maybe do a little poll. And I'll probably put that up on Just Race, probably around about Wednesday. So everyone gets plenty of practice. Everyone gets plenty of notice of what we're racing. You guys know I don't. Yeah, we're gonna do Nixie. Like in the future, we're gonna do some like. I mean, the race on Sunday would be a 90-minute race. It's like a mini endurance. So similar to today. Like all live lobby Sundays are. If they're Formula 1 races, we do laps. If they're anything else, we do 90-minute races. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so everyone will get a chance to register. I don't advertise these races outside of our Discord and maybe on my community page. I don't go to Facebook anymore to advertise these community races. I don't advertise on Twitter. I show the streams after and I advertise them, but I don't advertise.
All right, let's stop. Yeah, this race, this retirement just took the largest hit I ever had here in points. Look at that, minus 155. Dropped out of P4 to 75. So there's some work to be done to get up. But those are the experiences doing new stuff. Never expected engine to blow that easily. To give those engines headroom more than you think, especially if you practice alone. There's a huge effect of hot air coming out of the cars in front, and it might destroy your engine like it did not only to me, also some other guys. Be aware of that. That's what we can take as a lesson to become even better in the end. So thank you guys for watching, for subscribing, and hope to see you next time, and enjoy your Sunday. Bye bye.